Felicitations, aficionados. We are going to war and we need your help. Only and only your tactical decisions can deal the final blow to the enemy, or your squad's accuracy. Do you like war, bloodshed, dismemberment, and vehicular combat? Your answer doesn't matter, because I can only offer the vehicular combat part. This game basically has no violence whatsoever, because the first scouting party that attack a village by the militaristically superior empire sends only 3 soldiers to attack, and they get defeated by 3 villagers. But don't worry, because this game is not all about military, it's about love, faith, hope, concentration camps, nuclear women, and racism.
They say the dark hairs used some kind of dark arts to burn the city. Left nothing but ash.
Are you interested? Regardless, we will continue to learn about Valkyria Chronicles. The premise is that you, Valking Gunther, are now the lieutenant of the Squad 7. Do you have any kind of military training? No. They simply felt like making you one after saving the village from 3 soldiers. You lead your squad to the best of your abilities and watch them die at your horrible tactical decisions. A small warning, this game has permadeath. Every unit that loses all of their HP goes into critical condition. You have 3 turns to get someone near them and call for a medic. If they get headshot, don't worry. Medic can simply use magic to take them back and revive them, which will let them participate in the battle the next turn, just like in real life. If an enemy touches a critical condition squadmate, that also is a permadeath, so you better keep them alive, the ones you want at least. Your squad holds around 20 people and you can recruit around 40. Every soldier you have is assigned to a class. There is a total of 6 classes, which 5 of them can be your squad. These are Scouts, Shock Troopers, Lancers, Engineers, and Snipers. Scouts excel at, well, scouting. But first, I need to explain how the game works. Every turn, you get a set amount of CP, and you use CP to make your units decide to do something. After choosing one, you go into a third-person mode. Your AP is what decides how much you can move a character. After depleting your AP, God decides to remove every fraction from your being, and you are only able to run where you stand. You go wherever you want. Press aim with your selected equipment and then use it. You will mostly use your guns, which have an orange circle. It indicates where your shots can go. As a rule of war, you are also in need of depleting the whole magazine whenever you shoot anywhere. Also, another rule of war, if a soldier is crouching behind sandbags, they lose the weak point property of their heads. They simply won't care. Now that you learned how the game works, classes. Scout has the highest movement to scout around. Not very good at fighting, but not very bad at it either. Shock Troopers. Frontline combat. Not bad at anything, but not incredibly great at anything either. Lancers. Anti-armor units. To reliably take the tanks out from a distance. Your only other way to damage tanks is to spank them in the butt with anything. However, when a big and long lance lands to the butt, it usually one-shots the tank. Engineers. Your healer. Mine defusal, tank repairman unit. Does all, but not great at fighting. Sniper. One of the most used units. Usually can take out any infantry unit with one headshot. Because of this, they hate sandbags. And lastly, you have your trusty tank, which cheats through the game usually. In turn, tanks use 2 CPs per usage. Oh, sorry, did you get bored? I definitely am not rushing through making a video simply to meet the requirements for YouTube's first milestone. No sir, I would never. Story. Gunther is dragged into conflict. His stepsister knows how to control a tank and work on it as well. Gunther commands the tank and from now on is your commander. In short, losing the tank means losing the game. And you wouldn't want to lose the game on a whim, because it will put you back to the start of the mission or the briefing. Which means losing time between 20 to 40 minutes possibly. which made me quit several times out of pure hatred, because I had to do the same stuff all over again on every level that happened. You save the village, get taken into militia, and now you are the lieutenant. You are given a squad and will head out to complete missions that are usually not in your favor. You find concentration camps. Inside there are Darksons. People with dark hair are called Darksons in the game, which, believed to be the reason of bad days of old. Your sister finally fights through the racism and Rosie accepts her. So far the most racist character.
Sure could have fooled me. I couldn't tell you dark hairs apart if I tried.
Your sister tells her she would like to see her sing someday. And then... she gets shot by random 3 soldiers attacking and then retreating. She dies. Rosie sings on her grave, like that would do her any good. You complete missions, then realize this is not just a normal war game. Through half of the game, you finally see a Valkyria, and she is undefeatable. You go, oh shit, let's not fight her. Fast forward to the future. You're about to lose against the Valkyria, but suddenly, your scout leader, Alicia, turns out to be a Valkyria as well. She cannot control herself, but clears everything in the battlefield for you. Then faints, and you are alone with your squad to take care of an unfair battle once more. You complete more missions, defeat the Valkyria, and by the order of Maximilian, ruler of the Empire, she is tasked to use her final attack. She accepts her fate, and after getting captured, she goes, "I'm Valkyria, and this is my Chronicle," and then detonates, like a nuke.
Valkyria.
Maximilian, meanwhile, is en route to the Gallian capital, your capital, with a huge armored vehicle. You try to intercept it with a big minefield and firepower, yet nothing makes a dent. Then Alicia says, "I'm gonna go nuclear as well." Gunther doesn't let her, but before that Alicia makes a dent on the tank. Tank reaches the capital. Apparently there's a huge ass lance in the middle of the capital. They steal it and fire it to destroy 2 squads as a whole. And now you are fighting the tank. You break down the generators and Lance is now can be hit. You attack the tip to break it. You manage that after many rounds because it's a slow process. You then go to the deck of the big tank and see Maximilian, which comes out like Magneto covered them with weapons which are powered through electrical towers. You deactivate the towers every turn and then try to damage him as much as you can. I couldn't find a way to do this every turn, because he simply heals every turn. And I shall proceed to show you how to cheese this final boss. Vulcan can issue orders during battle which lets him heal or buff allies or attack enemies on the map. One of the orders lets one of your characters attack but not get counterattacked. You simply skip a few turns to gather up your CP. After it goes full, use the order on one of your shock troopers. Move the said shock trooper near Maximilian, and simply headshot with all of your bullets non-stop because shock troopers do not run out of ammo. You win. Your friend sacrifices himself for you. You get saved by your sister's plane, piloted by my favorite character in the game from R&D department. And then you make a family with Alicia. Roll the credits. Should you try this game? I don't know. This is a filler video, purely for future possible gains. This is the score. I thank all of my patrons for the continuous support, but their wallet won't be touched by this video. It would be disrespectful. Also thank you all for watching. Have a nice Chad Tank Commander Day.